Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I guess I'll start with the first biggest update is I cut off all of my hair. Um, I've done this 5 or 6 times now, I think, and I donate it every time. Donate it to different charities, but it's always fun to walk to the post office with a bag of human hair. Anyways, um, yeah, it's been pretty crazy so far. I started my new semester. I am currently in London, and you know, COVID is still a thing. But it's been pretty exciting. I moved into a new flat. I have 3 wonderful roommates, and I'm working on getting fish this week. But one of the things is I haven't been to very many fish stores yet, which, the lack of new content, I apologize, but we're getting there. I did go to a small aquarium, so I will be posting some videos from that. And of course, I did take a tour to Cambridge to go visit some of the lovely people from the Freshwater Life Preservation Team, which is a nonprofit that I've been working with that is based in the UK. And they've been supporting my project with a bunch of like networking and stuff, which is all pretty good. So, more importantly, updates about the project. So, as of now, the app is almost ready for initial testers, and I'm very excited about that, and it looks really good. We're just working on a few final bugs on the website before I start sharing it with people. So if you are interested, feel free to shoot me a message. Um, yeah, so the basic part is that you'll be able to submit a species and submit the way that you keep a species. So if you've had success keeping a particular cichlid in these conditions and you've had spawns, then you can record that. And then it'll be available for other people to see, kind of to help centralize all of the information and be able to kind of provide that information to other people and to find the best method of doing things. And you'll be able to see conservation efforts, so how many people are keeping the species. And the most exciting feature, besides all of this, is going to be the certificates thing. So if you do end up with a particularly rare species, and me and a team of professionals will be verifying the species to make sure that it is what you say it is, and then you'll have a certificate. And basically, it works like the American Kennel Club registration. It'll have an ID number, and it'll help us trace lineage to ensure genetic diversity, um, and make sure we're keeping the species as healthy as it can be. And then certified species are then the ones that can be used in reintroduction, other conservation projects, research, things like that. That being said, if you don't know where you got your species from, that's totally okay. You can still input information onto the website. Um, there will also be a forum added, which will let you ask questions, share tips and insider tricks that you might know, and just to connect with people who are in the same mindset as you when it comes to conservation. So all of that has been very exciting. Now to kind of recap about what I've been up to so far. I have visited a bunch of plant stores in central London, and I went all the way up to Cambridge, and we went to the zoological museum, and we got to see a lot of different experiments and things in jars. But basically, adaptive radiation and speciation is almost exclusively studied in African cichlids, especially in like Lake Tanganyika and places like that, where you have a whole lot of species in a very concentrated area. Um, and so, evolutionarily speaking, it is always very fascinating to look at how different species have evolved. Um, yeah, trying to think of what else to say. This place also had several axolotls, um, preserved, of course, not alive, and being able to study like the neonatic stages. So basically, the fact that axolotls don't grow up ever like proper salamanders, they don't lose their gills and they remain fully aquatic unless they're under some extreme circumstance. And even then, that's largely a byproduct of being mixed with tiger salamander DNA, which is also very fascinating. I have worked with axolotls in the past, but the captive ones, obviously, the wild ones, are very, very rare and very protected. Um, but I would like to include them in the project. Basically, the database isn't just going to be for freshwater fish. It's going to be for anything that you can keep in the same setup as a freshwater fish with the same considerations. So one of the hatcheries that I interviewed is also working with Wyoming toads, for example. There is overlap between what the fish need to eat and what toads need to eat in terms of live food. And there's also some overlap in like humidity requirements that are like it's beneficial for the toads to have higher humidity, which can be found around fish tanks. So different things like that. Um, Salamanders like the axolotl and the Andersoni. I need to learn Latin. Um, both of those I hope to work with. And I also would love to work with freshwater invertebrates. So I'm a sucker for crayfish. Um, I absolutely love all crayfish species. And so working with those would be amazing. And overall, this database will help figure out which species I need to be working with in the future. So I am in the second semester of my junior year, which means that next year is senior year. And we do have to present for my university. We do have to present a sort of a senior thesis. We call it a capstone. And I will be doing mine on this project. Um, so there will be a couple different parts to it, mainly focusing on the website, the app, and a network analysis to kind of see what the current flow of things is within the conservation field, and some other aspects, like proposing the warehouse that I want to build um, after graduation in order to work with these species and research them in person, which in person is a very weird concept to me since I basically finished my freshman year of high school and then COVID hit, or my freshman year of college and then COVID hit. So nothing has been in person for me. Um, but yeah, after graduation, being able to do something like that. So I'll keep you guys posted as I go on more adventures and continue to work on this capstone project. But for this next week, I'm gonna look forward to going to a fish store maybe tomorrow, and I'll keep you guys posted. For now, I will see you guys next time.